The bold and the beautiful spoilers for Monday, October 28, 2024 are here. In the next episode, fans can expect Brooke Logan to be horrified by her discovery. Coming up on The Bold and the Beautiful, that will leave Hope Logan struggling to explain. Later, Deacon Sharp will learn some interesting updates about Forrester Creations. Also, Steffy Forrester Finnegan has a revelation about Carter Walton. Keep reading to find out what is coming up in the CBS soap opera. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, Brooke Logan's horror, B&B spoilers for Monday, October 28 reveal that Brooke will be horrified by her discovery. After Carter's pitch, Brooke excitedly went to see Hope in her office. While Brooke was on her way, Hope and Carter were getting freaky on the desk. Hope told Carter to lock the door, but not quickly enough. Brooke walked in just as Hope and Carter were getting down to it. B&B spoilers, Hope Logan scrambles. On Monday, October 28, fans will likely see Hope scramble to explain. At this time, the official spoilers still aren't out. However, the preview clip for next week suggests Hope has to explain things to Brooke. Now, will Brooke keep Carter and Hope's romance a secret? If Brooke tells Ridge Forrester, then it could complicate HFT's future. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, Ivy Forrester and Electra Forrester's excitement. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for Monday, October 28 tease that Ivy Forrester and Electra Forrester will have some exciting news. Ivy and Electra go to Forrester Creations. In a preview clip, Ivy and Electra excitedly hug each other. Eric Forrester, John McCook, promised he would talk to Ridge and Steffy about the jewelry line. Ridge must agree with Eric, because the patriarch says, "Look at the two of you, two young, beautiful designers. This is how you build a legacy." B&B spoilers, Monday, October 28, 2024. The preview clip suggests that after getting busted by Brooke, Carter puts his clothes on and makes a great escape. At some point, Carter tells Deacon that exciting things are happening at Forrester Creations. Carter adds that he expects Hope to be part of it. Now, it doesn't appear that Deacon suspects anything about Carter and Hope. So this must happen early in the week, before Brooke has a chance to tell Deacon what she discovered. Also, Steffy confronts Hope. Steffy seems to realize why Carter is so passionate about Hope and HFTF these days. Will Steffy use this to launch another attack? Which storyline are you looking forward to seeing the most on Monday, October 28, 2024? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember to keep watching the soap on CBS or Paramount Plus to find out what happens next. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Soap Spectrum. I am Emily here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching, so let's dive into today's video. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for Monday, October 28, 2024 are here. In the next episode, fans can expect Brooke Logan to demand answers. That will likely leave Hope Logan scrambling to explain. Deacon Sharp gets a few interesting updates about Forrester Creations. Plus, Steffy Forrester Finnegan has an epiphany about Carter Walton. Keep reading to find out what is coming up in the CBS soap opera. Brooke Logan's discovery, B&B spoilers for Monday, October 28 reveal that after the big pitch, Carter and Hope decided to get frisky. Both were partially undressed and on the desk before Hope urged Carter to lock the door. Carter was about to do just that when Brooke burst through the door. At first, Brooke just saw Carter's bare back and didn't realize who the woman was underneath him. When Carter turned around, Brooke was horrified to see a half-dressed Hope sprawled out on the desk. B&B spoilers, Hope Logan explains. On Monday, October 28, fans should expect to see Hope rushing to put her shirt back on and explain things to her mother. The weekly preview clip, released on Friday, suggests Hope will try to explain to Brooke. Hope might urge Brooke to keep her romance a secret, as Steffy would take it completely the wrong way. It seems Brooke might keep a secret from Ridge just as Tridg kept her in the dark recently. Ivy Forrester and Electra Forrester's joy. The bold and the beautiful spoilers for Monday, October 28 tease that fans will see more of Ivy and Electra. In the weekly preview clip, Ivy and Electra are at Forrester Creations standing in an office with Ridge and Eric Forrester. Eric says, "Look at you two young, beautiful designers. Now this is how you build a legacy." It sounds like good news for Ivy and Electra's jewelry line. The bold and the beautiful spoilers, Monday, October 28, 2024. The preview clip also suggests that Monday's episode might also feature Carter talking to Deacon. Carter tells Deacon about amazing things in Forrester Creations' future. Carter adds that he expects Hope to be a part of it. It doesn't seem like Deacon thinks there is anything romantic going on. So this conversation likely happens toward the beginning of the week rather than later. After all, Brooke will want to tell Deacon all about her scandalous discovery. Which storyline are you looking forward to seeing the most on Monday, October 28, 2024? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember to keep watching the soap on CBS or Paramount Plus to find out what happens next. The bold and the beautiful spoilers preview video for the week of October 28, November 1 reveals that Eric Forrester will beam with family pride as Ivy Forrester and Electra Forrester share a hug in front of him. Ridge Forrester will be on hand as well when Eric gushes over these beautiful young designers. Eric will insist this is how you build a legacy, so he'll continue to love the idea of Ivy and Electra reviving the jewelry line at Forrester Creations. At Il Giardino, Carter Walton will talk to Deacon Sharp about all his exciting dreams and goals. It's clear that Carter's hoping to take Forrester Creations to the next level with his latest vision. Deacon will express his gratitude to Carter for defending Hope Logan and her line to Steffy Forrester. It's been nice for Hope to have someone in her corner, so Deacon will let Carter know just how much he appreciates the support for his daughter. Carter will assure Deacon that he truly believes in Hope and has big plans that include her. After Carter makes a prediction about the great things ahead at Forrester, he'll add that he expects Hope to be part of them. Over with Steffy, she'll confront Hope about Carter and his motives. Carter's sudden defense of Hope and her line will be the topic of conversation. So will Steffy realize he's romantically interested in her? If so, Steffy may rant about Hope using Carter to get what she wants and act like she's the one steering him down such a risky road. Carter has been behaving out of character lately as far as Steffy's concerned, so she may blame Hope for rubbing off on him. Whatever the case, Hope and Steffy are gearing up for another showdown at the office, so stick with us for updates on all their conflict and any other B&B face-offs. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Steffy may be determined to make Hope for the future a thing of the past, but Carter will no doubt fight any cancellation news. CDL's where you want to be for terrific bold and the beautiful spoilers, predictions, news, and updates, so make us your one-stop B&B source. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that Halloween will bring a scary twist at Forrester Creations, at least for those on the receiving end of Steffy Forrester's wrath. Steffy's about to unleash some Halloween horror since she'll make a daring move in the October 31 episode. After Hope Logan pushes one button too many, it could set off a terrible chain reaction. Steffy will inevitably blow her top after Hope makes a blunder that she may ultimately regret. It could leave Carter Walton defending Hope, but he may pay the price for that in the end. It looks like Steffy may figure out that Carter is romantically interested in Hope and assume that's the real reason he's supporting her failing line. Steffy may think it's totally inappropriate for a COO to be making decisions based on who he wants in his bed. Hope may get under Steffy's skin by bringing up ancient history in retaliation. Whatever the case, Steffy's going to be hopping mad and ready to do something about it. That brings us to Steffy's rage-fueled move on the October 31 episode. B&B spoilers say Steffy will launch an act as co-CEO that will affect the whole company. Cutting hope for the future is a possibility, but it sounds like we should think bigger here. Although Steffy may indeed ditch the line, that may not be the huge move that's being played up in spoilers. Instead, it sounds more like Steffy will fire Carter. Steffy has been expressing serious doubts in Carter lately, and will express even more once she gets updates on his secret romance with Hope. Carter's actions could leave Steffy fed up enough to cut him loose or at least demote him. Steffy may insist she doesn't trust Carter's judgment as COO anymore and boot him out of that spot. Naturally, Hope may remind Steffy that it's not her sole decision. Ridge Forrester will have a say in this as Steffy's co-CEO, but bad news is brewing on his end too. B&B fans can expect Ridge to make a shocking move of his own when he backs up Steffy's decision. There'll be a big power shift happening at Forrester Creations soon enough, so it'll be interesting to see how it all plays out. It may be a situation where Steffy fires Carter, gets Ridge's support on that, and then dumps Hope's line as well. Hope for the future is hanging on by a thread thanks to Carter's belief in it, but Hope won't have that backup if Carter loses his COO seat. Regardless, the bold and the beautiful spoilers say Steffy's about to get a good dose of revenge, so stick with us for more payback predictions. Another Forrester appears. Eric can't believe it's happening. Bold and the beautiful spoilers. Another Forrester appears. Eric can't believe it's happening. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. In the upcoming episodes of The Bold and the Beautiful, the Forrester family is in for a shocking surprise as a new face arrives in Los Angeles, sending ripples through the iconic fashion dynasty. Eric Forrester, ever the patriarch, finds himself grappling with disbelief as family secrets unfold and tensions rise. A shocking reunion. The arrival of this unexpected Forrester family member catches everyone off guard, especially Eric. As he processes the news, flashbacks of the family's tumultuous past flood his mind, leading to a dramatic confrontation that could change the dynamics of the family forever. Who is this new Forrester, and what do they want? Family dynamics at stake. With this new addition to the Forrester clan, alliances will be tested, and long-buried secrets are bound to resurface. The established family members, including Ridge and Brooke, must come to terms with the implications of this arrival. Will they welcome this newcomer with open arms, or will jealousy and rivalry cloud their judgment? Eric's reaction. As the patriarch, Eric is torn between excitement and skepticism. His struggle to reconcile the past with the present will lead to emotional moments as he attempts to connect with this new family member. Expect heartfelt dialogues that reveal Eric's vulnerabilities and fears about the changing landscape of the Forrester legacy. The newcomer's intentions. The motivations of this mysterious Forrester will be unveiled, sparking curiosity and concern among the family. Are they here to reclaim a place within the Forrester empire, or do they have a hidden agenda? As suspicions rise, characters will need to decide if they can trust this newcomer or if their presence threatens the family's stability, setting the stage for drama. This unexpected twist promises to set the stage for dramatic confrontations, shocking revelations, and intense emotional battles. With the Forrester family at the center, viewers can expect a roller coaster of emotions as they navigate the challenges posed by this new arrival. Tune in next week to witness the explosive developments surrounding the Forrester family in The Bold and the Beautiful. With Eric struggling to believe what's happening, fans are in for a thrilling ride filled with intrigue, heartache, and the enduring bonds of family. Who is this new Forrester, and what impact will they have on the future of Forrester Creations? In the latest episodes of The Bold and the Beautiful, viewers are thrust into a gripping storyline as Hope faces an emotionally challenging decision that will redefine her relationships with both Liam and Carter. The drama unfolds when Liam urgently informs Hope that their daughter, Beth, has collapsed and is currently hospitalized. With no clear explanation for Beth's sudden illness, Liam's anxiety mounts as he anxiously waits outside the emergency room, desperate for news. Hope, upon receiving the distressing call, rushes to the hospital accompanied by Carter. His presence next to Hope catches Liam off guard, adding a layer of tension to the already fraught situation. In a moment filled with heightened emotions, Hope quickly reassures Liam that Carter is there out of concern for Beth, emphasizing their partnership on a project that requires them to support each other during this crisis. Yet, the sight of Hope and Carter together stirs a whirlwind of emotions within Liam, who grapples with the complexities of their current situation. As they sit together in the waiting room, the atmosphere grows heavier, with the three of them sharing a palpable sense of dread. Each tick of the clock feels agonizingly slow as they collectively bear the weight of their worries. The tension culminates when the doctor finally emerges, wearing a grave expression. The devastating news comes: Beth has been diagnosed with stomach cancer. Although she has undergone surgery to remove the affected area, the prognosis is dire, with her remaining life expectancy estimated at only a year or less. This news shatters Hope, who collapses into Liam's arms, the two sharing an anguished embrace as they confront the grim reality of their daughter's situation. Witnessing this heart-wrenching moment, Carter is deeply moved but understands the gravity of the situation. Realizing that Beth needs her parents' full attention during this critical time, he makes the painful decision to step back from his relationship with Hope. He knows that now is not the time to complicate their family dynamic, especially when Beth is facing such a cruel battle. Despite the affection he feels for Hope, Carter acknowledges that his presence might hinder the familial bond that is so crucial for Beth. For Hope, the decision to part ways with Carter is not taken lightly. She genuinely loves him and has high hopes for their future, but the instinct to prioritize her daughter's needs and well-being is overpowering. Her role as a mother must come first, especially in these heartbreaking moments. Yet the question looms: can Hope fully let go of the relationship with Carter, who has been a source of joy and support through her trials? As the narrative unfolds, the complexities of love, sacrifice, and responsibility come to the forefront. Carter's willingness to sacrifice his own happiness for the sake of Hope and Liam speaks volumes about his character. He recognizes that it would be unjust for Beth not to have her family united in her remaining days. This selfless act does not go unnoticed by Hope, who grapples with the conflicting emotions of gratitude for Carter's sacrifice and sorrow for the love they are leaving behind. As Hope and Liam strive to support Beth during her battle, they must also navigate the challenges that come with rekindling their relationship. The tension remains as they learn to balance their own feelings with the reality of their daughter's health. Will their united front be enough to face the daunting challenges ahead, or will the strain of the situation prove too great? As the dust settles from these tumultuous events, viewers are left to ponder the future of all three characters. Will Hope and Liam find the strength to support each other and their daughter? Can Carter truly move on from the bond he shares with Hope, or will his feelings linger, complicating their lives even further? As Asterisk, the bold and the beautiful Asterisk continues to unfold, the emotional stakes have never been higher, leaving fans eagerly anticipating the next chapter in this heart-wrenching saga. On the upcoming episode of The Bold and the Beautiful airing October 28, 2024, tensions rise when Steffy'S professional and personal boundaries collide with family loyalties. The latest spoilers hint at Steffy'S irritation, with Carter's recent decision to champion Ivy and Elektra's new fashion collection. While Carter sees promise in their designs, Steffy is far from convinced, predicting it could financially harm Forrester Creations. Her assessment is that, given the company's current challenging financial period, investing in this project is far too risky. Steffy'S skepticism, however, appears deeper than a mere financial concern. Old tensions between her and Ivy seem to play a role in her judgment. Steffy, after all, hasn't fully moved past their complicated history, making her even less inclined to give Ivy her support. When she encounters Ivy and Elektra at Forrester Creations, her disapproval is clear, and this reaction pushes Ivy to turn to a more sympathetic ear, Eric. Eric, who is both Steffy's grandfather and Ivy's uncle, empathizes with Ivy's disappointment. He listens to her frustrations and offers his support, aware of the underlying tensions between the two women. Despite stepping back from his duties at Forrester Creations following his surgery, Eric still holds a major stake in the company and continues to influence its direction. From his perspective, Ivy's project is a spark of innovation that could bring fresh energy to the brand and restore optimism to Forrester Creations' future. He sees no reason to deny Ivy this opportunity, which places him at odds with Steffy. This decision drives a wedge between Steffy and Eric, leading to a tense standoff between them. Steffy firmly believes that Eric, having stepped down from day-to-day management, should leave the decisions to her and Ridge, who have taken over running Forrester Creations. But Eric's support of Ivy's project makes Steffy feel undermined, particularly because Eric has always been respected as the head of the family, even if he's no longer in charge of operations. For Steffy, this interference is unacceptable, and she is left wondering whether Eric's backing of Ivy might threaten her own role as CEO. There are whispers of a potential shift in leadership should Steffy's decisions continue to clash with Eric's vision for the company. The tension builds as Steffy grapples with the possibility of losing her position, and she must decide how far she's willing to go to keep her authority intact. With family loyalties clashing and unresolved grievances bubbling to the surface, this episode promises an emotional showdown that could reshape the future of Forrester Creations. The bold and the beautiful spoilers tease that lay-based Carter Walton is acting totally out of character at FC these days. What has gotten into the normally mild-mannered man? Is he stinking tired of always being the efficient and never the groom? Something has worked Carter up into a lather, and we're here for it. It's about time someone stood up to snarky Steffy Forrester. But is Carter playing with fire? Here's what to know. The bold and the beautiful spoilers, Carter Walton is acting bold. On the October 24th episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, Carter voiced his vision for Forrester Creations. He sincerely thinks that he has what it takes to take FC to another level. Never mind that the international fashion community is agog with most anything that FC puts out. And never mind that Carter is not a fashionista. Carter is the CFO, and a big part of why he got the position is because he's buddies with co-CEO Ridge Forrester. For the most part, Carter, who is an attorney, has toiled like a good soldier. But this month he seemed to burst a seam, sticking up for hope for the future like his own future depended on it. What is really going on is that Carter is infatuated with the line's creator, Hope Logan. After a brief flirtation, Carter appears to have gained a monumental desire to be Hope and FC's savior. B&B spoilers. What has gotten into Carter Walton? He spilled his vision to Hope, and she's totally on board with the man who stuck up for her to mean Steffy and Ridge. But Carter is not staying in his lane in more ways than one. On the Wednesday, October 24 epi, he burst into Steffy's office and foisted Ivy Forrester and Elektra Forrester on her, almost demanding that she hire the jewelry design team. The bold and the beautiful spoilers. Is Carter Walton turning a dark corner? That was a bold and dramatic move on Carter's part, and Steffy was not amused. A day later, he outlined to Ridge and Steffy how saving HFTF and partnering with Elektra Jewelry would benefit SC. What gives? Tell us B&B fans. What do you think of Carter's 180, and could he be entering a dark phase? Do you think that Hope is a bad influence on him, and is he out of line with his boldness at SC? Hold onto your hats because the bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that the drama this week is pure Forrester magic. The family legacies and fierce fashion battles will intensify the events taking place at Forrester Creations. Ivy and Electra Forrester are back in lighting up the Forrester scene. However, Carter's support of Hope will boil Steffy's blood, leading to a showdown. Dive in to catch the latest happenings for the week of October 28. Will Eric's legacy survive the drama? The bold and the beautiful spoilers spill that Eric Forrester is beaming with pride. He's happy to see how the next generation is carrying his legacy forward. Ivy and Electra Forrester's returns have led to the revival of the beloved jewelry line. According to the Forrester patriarch, it's a true legacy-building milestone. Subsequently, he's not holding back on the feels. Meanwhile, over at Il Giardino, Carter Walton is busy sharing his ambitious plans with Deacon Sharp. Carter has been dreaming big to elevate Forrester Creations and keep it ahead in the fashion world. And guess who he's pulling along with him? It's none other than Hope Logan. Deacon, a doting dad, is grateful that Carter's backing his daughter in the ongoing tug-of-war with Steffy. Deacon makes sure to acknowledge the support, especially since Steffy's trying to brush off Hope's presence in the company. But he doesn't need to fret because our boy trusts Hope like anything. In addition, Carter even sees her as part of the grand plans for Forrester's future. But hey, soaps can't stay aloof from a juicy face-off, right? Ultimately, Steffy catches wind of Carter's support for Hope and realizes that his loyalty may be more than just professional. The woman becomes convinced Hope is somehow using Carter to fortify her brand. Furthermore, Steffy, who never minces words, confronts her and accuses her of pulling Carter into risky territory. Is it jealousy, or does Steffy actually sense trouble in Carter's defense of Hope? Whatever the case, the showdown will explode as neither Hope nor Steffy is backing down. Hope wants this opportunity while Steffy is dead set on pushing her down. The whole situation leaves Eric's hopes for the revival of FC hanging in the balance. The bold and the beautiful spoilers for Monday, October 28, reveal that Brooke Logan will struggle to process the shocking sight she just walked in on. Passion erupted in the design office, but Carter Walton and Hope Logan weren't able to lock the door before Brooke found them together. Now that Brooke has seen Carter shirtless with unbuttoned Hope, she knows exactly what they were about to do on that desk. Of course, Brooke will still have plenty of questions about the nature of Hope's relationship with Carter and how long they've been out of the friend zone. Hope may admit this is a very new development and that this was actually the first time they were about to take things to that passionate level. B and B spoilers say Brooke will reel over her scandalous discovery and perhaps point out that anybody could have walked in there. It would have been disastrous if it had been Steffy Forrester who entered instead, so Brooke may warn Hope and Carter that they can't be sneaking around at the office like this. If Carter wants anyone to take his defense of Hope for the future seriously, Brooke may insist he needs to keep this sizzling shocker under wraps. Brooke may also scold Hope for having yet another controversial romance that could mess things up for her. However, Hope may speak with Brooke privately about how Carter pursued her and argue that he just might be the one-woman man she's looking for. Part of Brooke might see the potential for Hope and Carter to be happy together, so she could wind up torn. That said, Brooke would no doubt prefer for Hope to reunite with Liam Spencer and repair their family with Beth Spencer. Considering everything that's happening at Forrester Creations, Brooke may make a prediction about Carter and Hope's budding relationship ending in disaster if they're not careful. As for Liam, he may be running out of time when it comes to stepping up his game to win Hope back. Well, Spencer is rooting for Liam to get the reunion he's chasing, but he's also worried about another guy swooping in first. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Liam will get updates on some surprising news once Hope and Carter's romance inevitably leaks, so stay tuned to see when that curveball will come. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers reveal that Carter Walton has some controversial ideas about the future of Forrester Creations. From where Carter is standing, Steffy Forrester is playing it too safe and not taking the risks that could reward them in spectacular ways. Instead of playing it so safe, Carter feels like they need to be thinking bigger and taking gambles when necessary. If they're willing to go after all the mergers and acquisitions that Carter's suggesting, the sky's the limit on turning Forrester Creations into the ultimate luxury brand. Carter is seeing tons of dollar signs ahead of them if they embrace his vision for the Forrester umbrella. However, it often takes money to make money. What Carter is proposing will require a ton of financial backing, so Steffy and Ridge Forrester may put up quite a fight. Carter already insisted Hope for the future needed more than just time and pushed for additional funding to help it bounce back. Now Carter wants to revive the jewelry line and acquire a bunch of other things that'll drain the Forrester bank accounts. If Ridge and especially Steffy shut Carter down, will Hope make a sacrifice for his sake? What if Hope surrenders her line to free up some funding for Carter's grand plan? Even if Hope's funding isn't all that much, it could be a symbolic gesture and prove she has real faith in Carter's proposal. Hope might be willing to give up her baby and send a clear message to Steffy in the process. Since Carter is pushing for this brand new vision, Hope might show she's willing to let go of the past. Steffy has threatened to cut Hope for the future so many times, so it'd be an interesting B and B twist if Hope gave it up voluntarily. It could be a sacrifice to support Carter and bring him closer to Hope, so stick with us for updates on any shocking news she might deliver. The Bold and the Beautiful delivers an unexpected and tragic turn as beloved character Kelly faces a shocking death. After a seemingly harmless pizza meal, the aftermath reveals a dark plot and a hidden killer. Kelly's devastating end. The beloved character's death leaves everyone reeling as the unexpected poisoning tragedy shakes her loved ones and the entire Forrester family to the core. What first seemed like an innocent meal quickly escalates into heartbreak. Poppy's secret exposed. In a jaw-dropping twist, it's revealed that Poppy, who had stayed under the radar, played a darker role than anyone realized. Motives unravel as investigators uncover her connection to the fatal pizza, making her the prime suspect and shocking the family. Family and friends reeling. As the truth about Poppy's involvement unfolds, friends and family are left in disbelief. The Forrester legacy is shaken, and those closest to Kelly are determined to find justice, grappling with the betrayal by someone they trusted. This storyline promises high-stakes drama as the family confronts the chilling reality of betrayal, loss, and the need for answers. In a shocking twist on The Bold and the Beautiful, Steffy Forrester faces the ultimate betrayal when she is abruptly fired from the company. Here's what viewers can expect as emotions flare and alliances shift. Steffy's fury. Known for her dedication to the family business, Steffy is blindsided and furious over her sudden dismissal. This action feels like a deep betrayal, and she's left questioning who orchestrated the move and why. Family tensions rise. Steffy's firing could create rifts within the Forrester family, as her allies and rivals alike react to this unexpected shakeup. Long-standing relationships will be tested as secrets start to unravel about the real reason behind her exit. Steffy's next move. Never one to back down, Steffy could have some powerful countermeasures in mind. Fans are eager to see whether she'll fight to reclaim her role or decide to bring down those responsible from the outside. Allies and enemies. As she plans her next steps, Steffy may find support from surprising sources, while others close to her could reveal hidden agendas. The Bold and the Beautiful takes a heartbreaking turn as Ridge receives devastating news about Taylor's health. Rumors of her condition have circulated, but it's confirmed Taylor's illness is worse than anyone anticipated. Ridge, reeling from the news, must come to terms with the possibility of losing her, which stirs deep emotions and guilt over past decisions. As Taylor's loved ones rally around her, Ridge faces a tough journey, questioning everything he thought he knew about love, loyalty, and his future. Will this tragedy bring the family closer together or tear them apart? Fans won't want to miss this powerful. The tension in Bold and the Beautiful reaches a breaking point as Steffy Forrester confronts Carter Walton in an explosive scene that leaves everyone in shock. After discovering his hidden agenda, Steffy doesn't hold back, delivering a fierce slap that leaves Carter reeling. This intense showdown catches everyone's attention, but it's Hope Logan's reaction that truly fuels the drama. Hope, furious over Steffy's attack on Carter, takes a stand, leading to a heated confrontation that could shake the foundation of their relationships. Steffy's bold move opens old wounds and challenges loyalties, with each character forced to reckon with buried emotions and unspoken truths. Will this altercation push Hope to make drastic choices? And can Steffy and Carter's connection survive this blowout? Fans won't want to miss this gripping clash. In the latest developments of The Bold and the Beautiful, Carter is on a mission to safeguard the Hope for the Future project, driven by his desire to prevent any disappointment for Hope. To kickstart this initiative, he has invited Ivy and Elektra to Los Angeles to unveil their new fashion collection. However, this move does not sit well with Steffy, who disapproves of Carter's approach and believes it may jeopardize their current financial stability. As tensions rise, Carter contemplates a strategy to rally the company's leadership for a unified decision on the project. He understands that both Brooke and Steffy, as CEOs, must be present, as their support will be crucial in influencing the outcome. Ivy is also involved, bringing along Eric, while Zen, RJ, and Will are expected to join the discussion. Carter hopes to secure a majority vote in his favor, leaning on the support of Brooke and Hope, who are likely to back him wholeheartedly. The stakes are high. If Ivy and Elektra's jewelry collection is successfully launched, it could significantly boost the chances of revitalizing the Hope for the Future initiative. Brooke's unwavering support for Hope is anticipated, but Steffy's skepticism presents a formidable obstacle. She expresses concerns over the company's budget, arguing that launching a new collection at this time is an enormous risk that the company should not take lightly. The key to resolving this internal conflict lies in Ridge, who ultimately holds the power to make the final call. His decision could either bolster Carter's proposal or reinforce Steffy's cautious stance. As it stands, Carter is treading a fine line. He has a deep personal investment in the Hope for the Future project, and his desire to protect it may inadvertently land him in a precarious position within the company. Despite his authoritative role, Carter recognizes that he must be careful not to overstep his bounds, as the core strategies of the business are primarily dictated by Steffy. Yet, in a bid to champion Hope, he has decided to take a leap of faith, risking his standing by promoting a radical idea to merge Ivy and Elektra's jewelry line with the Hope for the Future initiative under the Forrester Creations banner. This bold fusion has the potential to breathe new life into both projects, and Hope is enthusiastic about the concept, urging Carter to present it to the higher-ups for additional backing. While the risk is palpable, the rewards could be equally significant. If Carter manages to pull off this unorthodox plan, he could not only win the admiration of his colleagues, but also capture Hope's affection. However, it's important to note that Ivy and Elektra's previous launches haven't garnered much attention, leading to doubts about the potential success of their designs this time around. Carter's insight into the similarities between their struggles and the Hope for the Future project led him to propose this risky but potentially transformative idea. As the episode unfolds, viewers will be left wondering whether Carter's gamble will pay off. Will Ridge align with Carter's innovative vision, or will Steffy's practicality win the day? The dynamics of power and authority within Forrester Creations are set to be tested, and the outcome will have lasting repercussions for everyone involved. As the tension mounts, fans of Asterisk, the Bold, and the Beautiful Asterisk can expect an exhilarating showdown that could redefine the company's direction and impact the personal lives of its characters in ways they never anticipated. Stay tuned for more drama as these power plays unfold, showcasing the delicate balance between ambition, loyalty, and the relentless pursuit of success in the competitive world of fashion. What the heck is bold and beautiful thinking? Kant is here, filling in for our esteemed editor, Richard, who is hopefully sipping a cocktail on board his latest cruise at this very minute. I could rant about the filler-level offerings we've seen all week, but I'm going to let fans have the floor for the most part, as they've had a lot to say about the new developments with Carter, which they're just not feeling. For my part, I'll say it's been quite a come-down recently from the high drama of Luna's murderous escapades to this rather meh attempt to muster up conflict at Forrester Creations. Let's take a look at what's going down and what's coming up. Crikey, this is contrived. Where to begin? Let's start with Hope's line. The back and forth over it has gone on way too long. So long that Hope doesn't even embody her message any longer because she's outgrown it. Do the writers really believe we're so invested in whether or not it survives that we're glued to our screens? I can confidently say that's not the case. Soap's reader Dark Willow summed it up well. I'm a Hope fan and completely over HFTF. It's time for it to go, come up with something new and innovative. We're here for the interpersonal drama, which brings us to our first issue with Carter. He's being a huge hypocrite. Not that this is new for any character on Bold and Beautiful, but fans tend to call this out when it's so blatant. Soap's reader Wyoming Girl thinks the COO is projecting. Carter's reactions and passion are for personal reasons. He is accusing Steffy of what he is doing. Also problematic. Carter's undergone one of Bold and Beautiful's infamous personality transplants to enable this plot. In what universe would mild-mannered Carter barge into Steffy's office making demands or blindsiding her with Ivy, who repeatedly accused her of murder? It's just not who he is. Filed under Make It Make Sense. Carter's supposed issues with Steffy are driven by her wanting to cut Hope's line and refusing to listen to reason, but the fact is, he wanted to do the same thing just a few weeks ago. In addition to the repetitiveness of the Hope for the Future debate, the romance between Hope and Carter was rushed. There was no build-up or slow burn to let us yearn for them to get together. They went from hardly interacting to making out in what felt like one episode. As a result, it's not really catching on thus far. Perhaps another reason is that it's too soon after Thomas and Finn. It's just all happened too fast. Getting back to Carter's big plan for Forrester Creations. His enthusiasm is contagious, I'll give him that, but fans want to know how a company that's using the profit from one line to prop up another would be paying for all of these new mergers and acquisitions. The bottom line is that a huge twist needs to occur in this story to make it more interesting. Even the reactions to Carter's pitch, which were teased as a shakeup with changing alliances, fell short of the mark. Perhaps Rick could come back and try to lay claim to his father's company once again, stirring up a hornet's nest of family drama. He could bring food with him, alive and well. Her name has been mentioned a bunch since Taylor's return. I say, why not? Maybe Will could mention Forrester's struggles to his father, and Bill could decide to attempt a hostile takeover. What better way to ensure his son works for him and not the dressmaker? The biggest missed opportunity in all of this was not to have the disgruntled Hope team up with someone else to set up her line in a rival fashion house. At one point, it could have been Thope going out on their own, but there are also other possibilities. For instance, they could bring Nick back with Jack in tow to help out the little girl he once knew. Battling fashion houses, after all, is what fans actually want to see, not this pseudo-conflict in-house at Forrester. Maybe Carter and Hope can set up their own shop. What do you think? I'm excited to see what Ivy gets up to this time around. She's definitely a pot stirrer. Will and Electra are so stinking cute. But how did Zend not connect the dots to his family member when Will said her name? Hopefully they're not eyeing him as the third in the love triangle, since he's not related by blood. Sheila as the understanding and supportive wifey is just wrong. Someone needs to piss her off ASAP. All products and services featured are independently chosen by editors. However, Soaps.com may receive a commission on orders placed through its retail links, and the retailer may receive certain auditable data for accounting purposes. At Forrester, Steffi says their name is a household brand. Carter wants to see it reach its full potential. Steffi says it's not a startup. Eric and Brooke come in, and Ridge tells them Carter is sharing his vision of the future of the company. Steffi explains that Carter wants to diversify their portfolio. Brooke asks, how so? Carter explains he wants to buy up companies and turn into a purveyor of luxury goods. Eric thinks it's a huge leap. Carter argues it's not. It's all fashion and there are no rules. It's time to play the long game. Become a leader in the global luxury market. At Spencer Publications, Will and Liam discuss there never being a dull moment at Forrester. Will says he's enjoying it there. Liam asks if Bill's forgiven him yet. Will says he understands his reasons, the beautiful women. Liam says that's a brilliant play. There are loads of beautiful women there, but none more beautiful than Hope. Will urges Liam to think less and do more when it comes to Hope. Liam teases, where are you getting all this wisdom? Will says it's from watching Bill do it all wrong. Liam thinks that makes sense. Liam thinks deep down, he always knew he wanted to grow old with Hope. The only hope for his future is Hope. Will's glad he's not giving up. Liam can't picture the rest of his life without her. Will points out it's up to him to make it happen. Liam let her know. Will thinks the door is still open. Will urges him to respect her boundaries but not get complacent. He's got to do this right. It could be his last chance. Liam reflects that they've overcome so much already. At Forrester, Carter tells the group they're all family, which makes the legacy so special. It all started with Eric. They'll never lose their core values, but they have to adapt and grow. They have to find brands to meet their high standards. Eric knows this would mean taking on a great deal of debt and risk. Carter wants to strive for longevity. Everyone looks apprehensive. Ridge asks where they get the capital. Carter has a blueprint. He's been working on this for years. Eric asks him about the idea to restart the jewelry line with Ivy. Steffi doesn't know if it's the right time to pour the resources into such a line. We don't know if it's going to make a profit. Carter understands her being cautious, but they need to give their clients everything they need for a night out. Let's get in there. He wants to make an offer to Jebot in Wisconsin. First, they have to invest in themselves, specifically hope for the future. Steffi asks Carter why hope for the future is suddenly such a priority for him. Carter thinks it can be successful again. They debate the issues. Zendi promises the new collection will incredible. Carter questions if Steffi is making decisions based on sound business principles or personal feelings. They're all one team, and the rivalry diminishes the company they love so much. Ridge asks, why take a risk now? Carter says, we can be better. Zend is fired up about Carter's ideas. Carter explains that given the state of the economy, it's a good time to buy up companies. Eric, Steffi, and Ridge know this would require huge loans. Carter will put his own money on the line. This is about them taking the company to the next level. Ridge is at a loss for words. Zendi loves it. Ridge admires Carter's initiative. Eric says they'll get back to him. Carter appreciates their time. Let's do this. After Carter and Hope have left the room, Zend says he made some excellent points. Steffi agrees. Some of his ideas were really interesting. Brooke and Zend appreciate his support of hope for the future. Eric thinks this would take a lot of capital. Brooke thinks Carter is very impressive. Steffy agrees, but she feels he's wrong about one thing: hope for the future. At Spencer, Liam complains to Will that he never appreciated the quiet mornings at the cabin after dropping the kids off. Will is pulling for him. He just hopes some other guy doesn't come along and beat him to it. In the design office, Hope tells Carter he was amazing. They have a lot to consider now. She gushes about his plan to turn them into a luxury powerhouse. Carter says he couldn't have done it without her. In the main office, Brooke tells Ridge she thought this was going to be an uneventful day. Ridge says, "Boy, were you wrong." He's worried about them losing their integrity if they expand. Brooke argues they would only pair with first-class companies. Ridge thinks it took a lot of guts for Carter to pitch this, but it's a big decision. He needs to let it sit for a moment. Brooke says Carter is very committed. She likes how he stood up for her daughter. Ridge tells her they're just trying to make the right choice. Brooke just wishes Hope had someone to lean on. Ridge says she has you. They kiss and canoodle. In the design office, Hope tells Carter he took control of the room with conviction and authority. She asks if this is what he does when he goes home at night. He smiles and says yes, along with thinking about her. This wasn't going to come out, however, without her help. Hope believes in him and everything he wants to do. Carter feels he can do anything when he stares into her eyes. She's so good to him. The company has been so good to him, he wants to give back. Hope reminds him this is all him. Carter says, "No, it was you. You believed in me, and that helped me believe in myself. It feels so good to share this with you." Hope tells him he can share anything with her. She unzips his shirt and caresses his chest. He undoes her sweater, and they start making out. Carter spins her around and lays her on the desk. Hope urges him to lock the door. Just then, Brooke walks in and gasps, "Carter, what are you doing?" Bold and the Beautiful sprinkled Sheila Carter into a few scenes as she hears about Steffy Forrester whipping her weight around the Forrester Creations campus on the CBS soap. So far, Sheila held up her end of the bargain with her son. She hasn't bothered him or Steffy like she promised. But when Steffy's deeds start seeping into the quiet life Sheila has made for herself, those retracted claws will likely emerge. Bold and the Beautiful predictions: Steffy Forrester's deeds start ripple effect. Bold and the Beautiful had Sheila Carter hear all about Steffy Forrester shaking up things at Forrester Creations. Her husband, Deacon Sharp, is worried about his daughter, as Steffy targets Hope Logan's career at SC. But what also comes along with Hope's dilemma is her mother, Brooke Logan. Brooke is worried about Hope next week on Bold and the Beautiful. So Deacon is the obvious person to go to with her concerns about their daughter. That said, Steffy Forrester's latest reign of control now interferes with Sheila Carter's marriage. Steffy already removed Finn from Sheila's life, and now her actions put Deacon too close to Brooke, the woman her husband always wanted but couldn't have. B&B predictions: Sheila Carter feels threatened. Sheila Carter likely feels a little threatened with Brooke Logan suddenly in Deacon's life again next week on B&B. After all, she was privy to Deacon's suffering over the heartache brought on by the Logan matriarch turning him down. So if Sheila Carter gets her daughter-in-law out of the picture, this frees up Hope's dilemma, giving Brooke no reason to cry on Deacon's shoulder. Plus, it would also open the door for her to access her son, John Finnegan. But the big question is, would Bold and the Beautiful unplug Sheila again? Bold and the Beautiful spoilers suggest Ridge Forrester sides with Steffy. So if they pull the plug on Hope for the future, Ridge's marriage to Brooke will likely suffer. And as Deacon gets more involved with Brooke, that won't be good for the nine-toed woman. Bold and the Beautiful predictions: Steffy and Sheila back to square one. Bold and the Beautiful would never do away with Steffy Forrester, but they might squeeze some drama out of Steffy being in danger from her whacked-out mother-in-law again. Sheila will see the long-reaching tentacles of Steffy Forrester's deeds. So if the Forrester daughter does away with HFTF, this likely puts Brooke and Ridge on the outs. Then, this also brings her rival closer to Deacon. Plus, Steffy controls Finn, and as long as she does, this killer mom will never have a relationship with him or her grandson. So, removing the core of all this could put life back together for Sheila, from staving off a Brooke and Deacon reboot to getting her son and grandson back. If anything could put Sheila back to square one with Steffy, this could. So the situation on Bold and the Beautiful is ripe for bringing the evil out in Sheila Carter after Steffy Forrester's actions these days on the CBS soap.